to Danny, here's an interesting question back to Steve. Marketing wise, who's the powerhouse? So we've all three of us have come to the conclusion that on a growing perspective, the UK is sublime because of everything that we just learned from you, Steve, and from Danny. In your international travels, working in the UK, Jersey, and America, who's better marketing wise of potatoes?
I'm biased, but I think we are. I think we are. I think that.
Hold on, Danny. Who do you think? Hold on.
I think for mass bulk, out and out bulk, and turning every crop round, I would say Europe's a little bit better.
Okay.
Beanstalk Global in association with Dyson Farming. Very excited about this tour visit today, and hopefully going to meet up with Steve Barker, commercial director of Dyson Farming, and Steve is how do you describe it? It's very positively unusual in that he's got a hell of a reputation within the potato sector, not only in the UK but also in America. So it's going to be fascinating to get his take not only on Dyson in respect to potatoes, but globally on where we are with potatoes, but also obviously on a UK-centric basis as well. So Dyson Farming, and I'll get Steve and the rest of his colleagues to explain everything about Dyson, the powerhouse that Dyson is, and the positive change that they're making in the sectors. Let's find out more.
Yeah, good.
So, Steve, tell us about this amazing building.
Well, this was the original farmhouse for the farm estate. So when Dyson Farming, or when Beeswax was first became the farming business here in 2012, this was still a house.
Okay.
And the team rented an office up in the yard at the far end of the Cyclone Way there, and then converted this into a beautiful office. And it's beautiful. It's a bit compartmentalised, you know what I mean? It's not open plan because it was originally a house, but it's a great setting. The weather's not with us today, but when it's sunny, it's beautiful.
And just go back a bit. Silly question, but just for the uninitiated, who owns this farm? This amazing farm. Who's the ultimate owner?
The ultimate owner is James Dyson, and the Dyson family. We're here as custodians, I think, in the time that we're here to grow the business and look after the land and do the right thing environmentally, and we're farming here in Links 28,000 acres. So
28? Yeah, I thought it was 18.
28 in Lincolnshire. Total farming business just over 36,000.
Okay.
And I'll flip between acres and hectares.
No, don't do that
at times today. So apologies.
Showing our age.
But yeah, just over 36,000 acres. So it takes some getting around. But 28,000 in Lincolnshire, 4,000 Oxfordshire/West Berks, and the balance in the southwest. So we colloquially call it Gloucestershire, but it's Gloucestershire, Bath, North East, Somerset, Wiltshire.
So let's just throw ourselves into the deep end. I was thinking about this on the way up, Steve. I was just doing an introduction for yourself because you've got a really interesting background in respect to specifically spuds, potatoes from the UK and America and back to here. Do you want to just run through for everyone your background in potatoes, please?
Yeah, sure. So I graduated in '99 from Newcastle Uni.
Other universities are available.
Yeah, not many as good as Newcastle, I'll say. Degree in ag and agronomy, and joined what was QV Foods, the work business, as a kind of trainee agronomist.
By the way, I love all the footpaths around here.
Yeah, lots. And did my basis. They put me through my basis, and what I quickly worked out, Max, was that walking around the field on my own and not interacting with lots of people was probably not what I wanted to do in life. Having said that, it gave me a great grounding in plant physiology, understanding the crop. So I wouldn't say it was something and then became technical manager of their Sainsbury's packing business. Had a brief stint at Geese QV, which is now Manor Fresh, in a technical role, and then joined Hochet International, who owned Boston Potato Company. Within 6 months of joining there, it was bought by Albert Bartlett, and then I was taken on by Albert Bartlett to run their Boston potato packing business. At 28, that was quite a daunting task, so handling about 70-ish thousand tonnes, I suppose, to that site at the time, 200 people. So yeah, pretty sizable business. Learned a lot very quickly. So I did 7 years running that site, then moved to Jersey. So my usual story is you got the Jersey for two reasons, one of two reasons, either in offshore banking or potatoes. Sadly I wasn't in offshore banking.
Never the total wins.
So ran the Albert Bartlett Jersey Royal business for a couple of years. I then got the opportunity to go to the US, so the Bartlett business had expanded Rooster into the US, so that was my first real direct relationships with retailers, and obviously the biggest retailer in the world in Walmart.
And Steve, just to interrupt you, because Danny and I both want to know, who is more sophisticated when it comes to the potato sector, the UK or America?
The UK by a long way.
Wow.
A long way.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I was shocked when I went to the US and I saw them storing bulk store, 30-40 feet high, like I was like, what's this? I'm so used to box storage.
So Danny, do you think, I'm going to put words in your mouth, Danny, do you think the UK is the centre of excellence of potatoes? Variety, R&D, machinery. Danny, what do you think?
Yes, I do. I do have to go down that line, to be fair. You look at it from the seed production, all the mini tuber production, right from the start. There's masses of that goes up into Scotland, so you've got to say it starts up there. There's seed grown all over Holland's a big area, but predominantly most of the seed comes from Scotland.
So am I correct in thinking that, as you were saying, you've only been growing potatoes here for 8 years?
Yes, 8 years is when we started. The first 2 year were through another company, so they rented the land off us, we did the work, and then we grew it by ourselves. We grew it under our own name, and then we got hold of the store and started storing it. So the first crop that we grew commercially for ourselves was Maris Piper, which went straight off the field, and then you'll see later on in 2018 we built the store, and that's when the acreage started going up for long-term storage with the store we've got, which we'll go through later on.
And are you worried about water, the availability of water in years to come, or are you fairly future-proof here with the systems that you've created?
This is crucial. A way to store water so that you've got access to it in a year like this, where we've had, as Danny said earlier, we had 4 heat waves this year.
We're just gone on the back of the 4th heat wave.
So if you cannot store water, it's a problem. You get stopped.
Okay.
When the estate was acquired by the family, 13 years ago, Danny. Just be getting on that way.
Yeah, just time.
There was no farm buildings as part of the estate, so this is all new. So designed specifically for our requirements. So you've got 20,000 tonnes of grain storage, 8,000 tonnes of potato storage, worker facilities in the centre, offices upstairs.
Oh, what a
workshop.
Not boy's dream, a farming dream. Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Tell us all.
Tell us all. Oh, you're recording, are you?
Yep.
So this is our research trial. This is the 5th year of doing cultivations trials on the farm.
So it's a 5th year. So you're building up all that data.
Building up lots of data, yeah. So we've got 1 year cultivations trial up on the heath where you've just been, and we've got 4 years of looking at cultivations down on Nocton Fen where we are now.
Okay.
Very different soil types. It started off with an interest in, was growing potatoes under mulch and straw practical and applicable on farms, which I'd seen at a large agricultural event, and I wondered, how practical is that for large-scale agricultural potato farming? And then alongside that, we've got different cultivation treatments, looking at the number of passes of different cultivators. Is it ploughed? Is it not ploughed? Number of passes of bed tillers, to see the effect that it might have on yield, but also potato quality as well.
The benefit of this AD plant here, from a potato perspective, is that we power our 8,000 tonne potato cold store with power from this plant.
And with that, on the basis that you guys inherited this design, this model, does it work? Have you had to retrofit it?
It works. It's in its early days, the early days of this business, it was pretty unreliable. I'd say it's a bit like Trigger's broom. It's not the same AD plant that it was. It's had a significant amount of investment. The benefit agriculturally to what we do with AD is burning gas in an engine and turning a power generator to export power to the grid. The future of AD in our business, no. The future of AD in our business is utilising that gas to power equipment, tractors, lorries.
Right. Gentlemen, what's this rather large and impressive grey building?
So 8,000 tonnes of potato storage. All positive ventilation, so omni-vent store, grading shed on this side. We'll go out and take a walk and have a look round.
Aaron, can I see some potato boxes?
Thousands.
Just over 6,000.
6,000, look at that.
Yeah.
And the technology within the soil elements, again, naive question for me, has that reached a plateau, or is it constantly evolving? And in the respect of, I'm guessing the likes of the energy production, energy is obviously going to be huge cost with these units, that you want to get the energy down. So is there always small incremental gains year on year with the design of these stores or the running of the stores?
Always. If you'd have said yes to that question 10 years ago, you wouldn't have had a store like this.
Really? The Dyson business is obviously is a great ambassador for specifically the potato sectors. Danny, are you positive about the future of the sector of potatoes for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Are you positive?
100%, you've got to be. We're going to need it, so you've got to be positive. What we have got to do is work out how we can get them on people's plates, as with any fresh food. So it's always going to be there. What way, shape or form, I couldn't tell you right now. But we've got to keep looking forward to that way, because it ain't going to go away. So 100% positive.
I can't not be, right? I've been in potatoes most of my career. I think it's a great sector. We produce some great quality in the UK, and we're innovative as an industry. We need to be more collaborative, I think, on R&D. I think whatever your views of the prior AHDB potato group, what they did do was bring collaborative research together. And I think we're missing some of that right now. Actually, I think there's some duplication, so I think we can do better. We can do better about educating the consumer. 100%. We've always said that. We've said that since I started 20 years ago. So there's nothing new there. But I'm positive about it. I think the quality that we grow in the UK is second to none. So
and thank you for saying that word about being collaboration, and definitely seeing that with Dyson. And again, referring back to your R&D side, that's obviously a complete powerhouse. So so we're optimistic about the future, but we need more collaborative approaches across all sectors. So the future's looking bright.
Whether it's education of school children, whether it's education of consumers, whether it's research and development, that collaboration has to be across the entire sector, from growers to processors to packers, everybody in the chain.
And just to wrap up, after 3, you're both going to tell me what your favourite potato variety is, because I just want to get that confirmed. Together, after 3, 1, 2, 3.
Melody.
Mariola.
Right, so off you go, Danny. Well done.
Too many years of scrumming on.